So I'm going to kind of back and forth between the camera and the group here. But so we're 3 weeks into knowing what the latest market stats are. For those of you that aren't aware, market stats come out about the second day of every month. So for example, the Real Estate Investors of Edmonton will release the market stats around the 2nd of November. Just go to the Ray site and you can pull those off. So these are a little bit dated, but still relevant, and they certainly tell a tale in regards to where things are going. September market dropped in activity by about 8% from August, and that is preceded by a drop in activity of about 19% in July, which every realtor was pretty much expecting. As soon as the market opened up and there was basically no more COVID restrictions, there was a lot of other things that people could do besides look at real estate. So instead of being in houses, they could be on patios and at movie theaters and stuff like that. So we definitely have kind of settled back into what seems to be a bit of a typical fall. People love stats in real estate. So a couple of quick things: single family home unit sales are down. Condo sales are also down. Residential average prices overall, and this is for the greater Edmonton area, not the city. That takes in the surrounding areas. 377, flat to last year. Single family homes averaged about 453,000. Basically a slight decrease from August. Condominium sales were averaging 224,000. Single family homes averaged 38 days on market, a 9-day decrease from September last year. Condominiums were averaging 56 days, also a 9-day decrease, and duplexes were averaging 42 days on market. So what does all this mean? So it was interesting, as I said to the Edmonton group before we started, that the last time I was in this room here at the Creative Hive was last October, and it was also on foreclosures. We decided very specifically that we should do a Mogul Mastermind on foreclosures because the 6-month deferrals were ending and it was going to be raining foreclosures come December, January. It was going to be like Christmas for real estate investors. Clearly that didn't happen. Another thing that I have told many people, a couple in this room, last December, well, in about February of earlier this year, I felt like a psychiatrist talking about 4 investor clients that so desperately wanted to pull the trigger last December, but they didn't, because they were expecting by March, one person in particular expected Edmonton to drop by 20% in real estate values. So I had to talk them off the ledge at how they were like, I should have bought, because obviously the Edmonton market went up. Certainly not the way Vancouver and Ontario did, but we had our little blip. We were the last to the party, and it lasted for about 3 or 4 months, and then obviously leveled off. So there's a lot of uncertainty is what my point is. Oil prices are up. And yet at the same time, I also hear that because of what's happened for the past few years, the oil industry is working hard with technology to try to find ways to be more efficient. So while the suggestion with oil prices going up that there'll be more jobs, technology might replace those jobs. More uncertainty. Vacancy rental rates are going down a little bit. Yet at the same time, we're also heading into the fall and winter markets, which traditionally, for those of you that are experienced investors, know it can be a tough time if you've got vacancies at this time of year, which is why you'll soon learn, if you're new to investing, that you really want to try to spread that out and get people more moving in spring and summer and stuff like that. But anyways, so again, we don't know what's coming, right? We're still in this COVID situation. Hopefully it's going to be sooner rather than later that it ends, but we certainly see some more uncertainty. So what do we do as investors? Well, we continue to come to events like this. We continue to go back to market fundamentals. We continue to look at areas of growth, cities and towns and communities that have a future, cities and towns and communities that see infrastructure getting put into the area, jobs that are happening, people moving into the market, and those people need places to rent. And so the fundamentals in regards to looking for good rental properties and being successful never changes, as long as you don't get caught up in the uncertainty. And it's a great opportunity to be successful because there's so many people that are going to stand on the sidelines because they don't know what to do. You are taking a proactive approach to finding out what to do. And that's why we're happy that you're here and happy to be part of your success.